We're starting on the Siphon Draw Trail at Lost Dutchman State Park. Where are we going to hike today?
I'm very afraid. I don't really know. It's up there somewhere. It's called Flatiron. And we've heard it's a beast.
We don't actually know what point you get to, but we hopefully will be
In the
fortunate
rain.
enough to find out. And it started sprinkling here.
In the desert.
Yeah, weird.
Hey, do you see the big ocotillo? Look, it's blooming.
It's so beautiful.
And the saguaros.
Big saguaros, which are
these like the salt brush
our favorite.
or salt bush things? Or I think
They might be.
Palo Verde tree.
Yeah, beautiful desert landscape here.
Okay, so here's our trail, Siphon Draw Trail. And I really think that you'll see later, but this is a really hilarious sign to me. It says hikers don't leave the trail. Because once we get to a certain point today, there's no trail. And then I'm guessing there's going to be lots of markers showing us where to go, but there officially is no trail.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
All right, here we go. Okay, we get to this point where we had to cross the road, but there's our sign up there. So that's where we're headed. And we have a map. Let's check that out.
So we've been a half a mile since the parking area.
Cool.
We'll take a picture of our map so we have something with us so we can look at. I get the impression we're going to head up through here. And this is the part of the trail that's actually a trail. And at some point we'll get to a point where it's just, they kind of just let, there's no official maintained trail.
Yeah.
And so we'll see how it goes.
Well, we're just over a mile in, and it just looks bigger.
I mean, we're getting closer to the base.
Yeah, definitely. Almost ready for some climbing.
The terrain is so beautiful. There's no rocks in sight.
Yeah, none at all.
Okay, so you can kind of see we're hiking up into this valley, ravine, really whatever you want to call it. There's a lot of different terminology that's used, especially in different parts of the country, which is new to us. But basically you're hiking kind of where just above where the water would flow if there was rain or snow here. Usually the trails kind of traverse the side hills and that sort of thing. Not unlike what we did in the White Mountains. If we were hiking in Tuckermere Ravine right now, or Huntington Ravine, which we wouldn't be because there's a crap load of snow, this is what we do. We hike up the trail through the valley, and eventually, somewhere, we're going to come to a head wall. And we'll show you when we get there. And the trails are really hard to see. You never really know where you're going. So, all right, see you later. So here we are. Obviously, we're continuing up through the beautiful valley. Again, we kind of came up to a head wall. If you think about like what's on the side of us here, obviously we're not going to climb that as a non-technical climb. So the trail kind of meanders its way up through along this edge, and we'll see where we end up. Now, it's easy to see here. You know, I say the word false peaks a lot. Well, a lot of times people are discouraged when they see something and they're like, that's not the top. And this is a great example. Like, I don't know if that's the peak. I don't know if that's the peak. Obviously, what we saw when we came in wasn't the peak. So we'll see what it is later. I don't know where we are, but we're in this beautiful place. And like I said, this isn't actually a head wall. I'd probably call this a waterfall. I mean, eventually, you know, this will have water in it. And I just think we go up it. So check it out.
We've gotten to the basin. This is really cool. It's huge. So we're standing above it. I mean, it's got to be at least, I don't know, a couple football fields long, I guess.
This is huge. Is there any water?
I can't see if there's actually water. There is lots of vegetation though.
Yeah. Well, here we are. We already had our lunch, which is PB&J because it's a staple, and had some more water. And now we're getting ready to go do the hard part. We have to go down. We thought these rocks were really awesome up here. If you look straight ahead, so much of them look like the rocks we saw at City of Rock State Park in New Mexico, where we volunteered as camp host for a few months last year. So probably made out of ash and just the other material. They're denser, and the other material is all just weathering away over time.
All right, let's go down.
We go.